Right, let's go back to the story again. Okay. Okay, we're talking about yoga has been around for at least 5,000 years in the ancient India. Okay, during those days, people try to find ways to find happiness in life. They try different techniques and all that. So this word yoga came about. Okay, it's called yoga, Y-U-J. It was a Sanskrit word. The meaning of this word is to unite, to join, or to harmonize. Okay, what are we trying to harmonize? What are we joining? So according to modern gurus' interpretation, one of the basic thing we think we want to join is our mind and the body. Because nowadays, with people living a very fast-paced life, very stressed life, sometimes the mind is not really fully paying attention to what the body is doing. Yeah, it's very common nowadays. Sometimes we may be doing something, but our mind is thinking about something else. Like for example, now we are all supposed to be practicing yoga in the yoga class, but your mind could be thinking about later on what I'm going to cook for lunch, or something that's happened in the past or yesterday that's still bothering you and all that. So the mind is always very busy thinking. So these ancient gurus believe that if the mind is always so busy thinking about something else, when the body is trying to do something else, there's no connection between the body and the mind. And that is one of the main sources of stress. Yeah, one sources of stress or lack of concentration or in the quality of our life. So one of the simple interpretation is to improve your life, to make you better, healthier, if we can train our mind to be together with the body at the moment when you're doing something. So that is the basic foundation of yoga, which is in modern term, they call this the mindfulness practice. That means whatever you're doing right now, your mind and the body is doing it together. Okay, so how do we train our mind to be together with the body? So one of the best way or easiest way to do it is through breathing. Okay, because breathing is something that we all have it all the time. Okay, but most of the time we don't think about it because it happens automatically from the day we were born until the last day when we leave. The breathing is always with us. Okay, so if we can just stop for a little while, let the mind come to the breath, stay with the breath. Yeah, even for 5 minutes or 10 minutes, we find that our mind become less busy. Yeah, put everything else aside. Yeah, and start to stay with the present moment just for 5 or 10 minutes. And this period, after a while, people find that there is a lot of peace. You can achieve calm and peace because you're not so thinking so much about other things happening at the same time. So that is how the idea of yoga being a practice where we join mind and the body together, becoming something that people find useful in their life to help them reduce their stress, to make them happier even. Okay, so besides breathing, there are many other things we can also do at the same time. For example, we can do simple movement of the bodies like what we do or what we're going to do later on. All these postures we do slowly, right? When yoga, we raise our arms, we move our body, we move slowly so that again, the mind and the body can stay together. If you compare yoga practice, let's say with jogging, okay, or cycling or swimming, okay, so those are all good physical exercises for the body. But then when you're doing jogging and walking and your body is just moving automatically more or less by itself, yeah, your mind can still be thinking about your work, can be thinking about your family, thinking about other things. So the mind and the body still doesn't have the connection. Yeah, imagine you're playing badminton. Arching is very good. When you're playing badminton, you will not be thinking so much about, oh, no, where's the shuttle? Now it's coming towards me already. Now I'm going to hit the shuttle. Now the shuttle goes to the net, slow down, or you go faster. So you're not thinking so much about that. You're just playing. You're just playing automatically without the mind really thinking so much about where the shuttle is flying. You're maybe thinking about how am I going to beat my opponent, right? And should I place the shuttle in the front or in the back? Thinking about strategy. Okay, but you're actually playing at the same time. So yoga is very different from that. You're still doing physical movement, but we do it very slowly so that the mind and the body has a chance to be together during the time of the practice. So it's through this kind of slow practice, mindfulness practice, we hope to train the mind to be able to be aware of what the body is doing all the times, so that after our yoga practice, when we go back to our normal life, we go back to our normal life, working life, family life, we can train our mind to again be together with whatever we are doing, whether we are crossing the street, whether we are cooking, or whether you're doing your work, or whether you're talking to your children. Whatever we do, we really have the mind and the body at the same time. So that, I think, will help to make our life more fulfilling, in a sense. You are totally aware of what's happening at the same time. So all this come from the basic yoga training that we are doing. Okay, so that's a little bit of foundation about how yoga is different from, say, other kind of physical exercises, because there is this mental aspect of yoga that we are also trying to practice at the same time. This is also very healing for people who have sickness or who have some body problems, okay, with age, with sickness. So if we are too busy thinking about our sickness, our disease, we can feel very stressed, very worried all the time, okay? But if we are able to settle our mind down on what we can do rather than what our body is not able to perform, we can still try to enjoy our life as much as we can.